Hey, this is going to be a really quick guide to cover the basics for Wario and talking about everything that you need to know for the character. Wario is a character with good killing power, good recovery, and a pretty good combo game. Of course, he does have his downsides, and that would typically be him getting outranged pretty easily. With that being said, I'm going to start going over his moves and covering everything about the character. So we're going to start with tilts. His down tilt comes out pretty fast and can be used for a good mix-up option and can lead into a killing option. Down tilt to grab is true if you can get it fast enough. Down tilt can also lead into dash attack, which I'll cover later, is one of your kill options. Down tilt bite is a good mix-up option if your opponent is holding shield for too long. Down tilt can also catch certain enemies on the ledge and can be used to knock them off. The punish that you'll get for that is very minimal, so it's important to capitalize off it the moment it does happen. Up tilt is great for catching people and is good for starting combos. Up tilt can be used to catch opponents on the side of you. It's good for tech chases, and it's good for leading into Waft. Let's say your opponent is jumping above you. You can use up tilt to catch their movement and then start comboing off of that. As so. Your forward tilt is a great killing option and it's also safe on shield. So if your opponent is shielding, don't be afraid to throw out a forward tilt as an attempt to kill them, because you'll be able to get away safely. Forward tilt is also good for catching up enemies hanging on the ledge. You just have to angle your forward tilt downward, that way it smacks the bottom side of the ledge. Now to go over his smash techs. First we have Wario's down smash. Wario's down smash is very slow and can be punished really easily, so I don't use it often. Wario's forward smash is decent and it's more used for reads. If you can read your opponent correctly, then you can get a pretty good punish off of that, but I don't use that as much anyway. Up smash I do use often, depending on the situation. It's a good out of shield option and can usually catch opponents jumping above you, such as Mario, Falcon, characters such as that nature. Now I'm going to go over his aerial attacks. I'm going to go over his Nair first, or neutral air. Nair has two hits of it, Nair 1 and Nair 2. Nair 1 being the first hit, Nair 2 being the second hit. Nair 1 will be the first hit, Nair 2 the second hit. In order to get his basic combo, you need to understand that you need to hit both of those. Nair is also a good out of shield option. Important to know how to space Nair, because at higher percents the second hit won't connect and your opponent could punish you for it. So know how to space it and know when it's the right time to go in. Fair is a good spacing tool and can be used to outrange certain opponents. It's also a good edge guarding tool, so it's something you can throw out there to catch your enemies off the ledge. Fair at higher percents can lead to a tech chase. That can lead to a down tilt dash attack, a forward tilt, or any other options. Back air is a good killing option and can be used out of shield. When using back air out of shield, you have to make sure it's spaced correctly. If it's not spaced, you'll miss your opponent, just like I did right there. If your opponent is too close, make sure you jump up first and then throw out the back air. If you can space your opponent correctly, you can hit the back air just like that. Up air is a good combo starter and it's great to catch people in the air. Falling up air can combo into more up airs or up tilt, and can even combo into Waft. At higher percents, up air can also combo into other up airs. Next is down air. Down air is a great edge guarding tool and can be used to catch opponents going off the level. Down air can also be used on the edge of the stage, and if you use it just like this, it'll do a weak spike and send them downwards. Make sure you get your head in the corner of the stage like this, that way you can actually get the hitbox of the move. The last frame of down air can also lead to waft setups if done correctly. Now I want to talk about dash attack. This is a good killing move, and down tilt to dash attack will be your main killing option most of the time. To do down tilt dash attack, you want to input a down tilt and then immediately after input a dash attack. Dash attack has the strongest knockback on the beginning of the move and the weakest knockback on the end of it. Now I want to go over his specials. His neutral B is a fast command grab. that allows him to chomp opponents. Mashing out of the neutral B gets them out faster, but they'll still get thrown regardless. Neutral B can also eat projectiles in order to charge his Waft. This is good because the more projectiles you eat, the faster your Waft will come back. Each projectile speeds up your Waft by 0.5 seconds. Your side B is a great recovery option, and it's probably one of the best in the game. With using side B, you either want to recover high or recover low. When using side B, you get a free jump off the bike, and if you already have your jump saved up, you can use that too to extend your recovery. Side B also makes good for a good edge guarding tool and less strapping. You can run off the stage and put the bike and hold the bike in your hand. Either throw it off the stage, throw it up, and use it to confuse your opponents. Another thing about side B is attacks on the bike actually extend the hitbox. Side B has a hitbox when driven on the ground and can be used to combo into other attacks. Down B or Waft is your strongest move. It can kill enemies as early as 40 to 60% depending on how heavy they are. Waft has a lot of setups for it. The main setup is going to be falling up air into Waft or up tilt to Waft. Each character is different, so I usually try to go to the 40 to 60 range for my Waft setups. And depending on how long the game has been, you will either get a half or a full Waft. Full Waft takes 110 seconds or a minute and 50 to charge, and half Waft takes 55 seconds. Waft gets stronger as time goes on after you get the half Waft. When using Waft, if you hit Waft on the left side, it'll send your opponent to the right. If you hit him on the right side, it'll send him to the left. Like this. Sends him to the right. And vice versa for the other side. Okay, next, the last thing I'm going to cover before I go to the combos are his grabs. Up throw is a good grab and can lead into a combo. Up throw is usually true at low percents and is character dependent. Wario's forward throw is alright and can sometimes lead to tech chases if your opponent doesn't tech at all, which doesn't usually happen too much, but it does happen if they just decide not to tech or they don't DI it or anything. It's also not a good killing option, so about 180 or so, and it doesn't have that much knockback to it. Wario's back air is the same. It's not a good killing option either, but it's good if you want to get them off the stage in order to edge guard them, which I think is beneficial. Also, Wario's fair can lead into a grab combo too, and Wario's first hit of neutral air can lead into one also. Down throw is good for mixing up your opponent because everyone has a different response to it. They could either jump, roll in, tech in. It really depends on who you're fighting. I wouldn't really use it too much unless you just want to mix them up. So that is a basic overview. I went in as depth as I thought I should, and if I need to make more videos on Wario, I will in the future. So I'm going to show the combos now, and I'm not going to voice that over. I'm going to have the notations on screen, so if you want to replicate the combos, you can just go to this part of the video and redo them. These are just some basic combos that I thought would be pretty good for players starting out. Well, I hope you enjoyed the combos, and if you need any help with anything, my contact information is in the description.